Hello, happy Friday, everybody. I hope you are doing well on this beautiful, beautiful day. um, I want to jump into this topic of three reasons why you aren't answering your calling. But before I do that, just to remind some of my followers and those of you who are watching, if you know me, I'm all about supporting Black women in centering self-care in their lives and really honoring themselves and setting boundaries and really being in tune and in touch with their joy and their energy and their radiance and their feminine magnetism and all that good stuff. And in addition to that, I'm also very passionate and committed to supporting Black women and leaping into their divine calling, because we are all here. As long as we're living and we're breathing here on earth, we are all here to answer a calling on our lives. And so I am so passionate about that, because everybody's been given something. No matter who you are, no matter where you are in your life, as long as you're here, there's something calling you. And so I want to just talk about why you aren't answering that call. And really, it's from information I've gotten from like people I've worked with, and also my own life, because there's different levels to your life and where you are and what you're being called to do. And so I struggle with these things as well. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Hi, Leah. Thank you. Just did this a few days ago. So three reasons why you're not answering your calling. So one of those reasons is that you're afraid of failure, right? So that's one of the more common things. Like, if I leap into this thing that's calling me, I'm afraid that I'm going to fail. I'm afraid I'm going to fall. It's not going to look exactly like it needs to look, or it's not going to look like so-and-so's, or just like, it's not going to work. Right? And a lot of times that failure, that doubt, that fear ends up keeping you right where you are, ends up limiting your vision. Even though there's something in you that knows there's more there, there's something in you that knows there's a calling on your life, right? But then there's a part of you that's like, nah, I think we should just stay right here, because it's probably not going to work out, right? And that's that fear. That's that limited part of you that wants to keep you safe in your comfort zone. It's doing its job, right? So that's one of the reasons why you don't answer your call, because you're afraid that you're going to fail. The second reason why is that, in addition to being afraid of failure, you're afraid that it's going to work. You're also afraid of success. That what if you actually do this thing, leap into this thing, and it actually works? Now, I know it might sound weird that why would somebody be afraid of the success of it all? Because if you succeed, that means you got to do the work. You got to really be more visible. You got to be more courageous. You got to really be more bold and keep on going and standing in your truth. And that is just as scary as not doing nothing at all. So people are afraid of it actually working out as well. And the third reason, yes, that part, Leah, yes. And the third reason why you are afraid, or the third reason why you're not answering your call, is that you don't have a plan. You are not clear about what your next steps are, and you are probably overwhelmed with too many things going on at the same time. And so, and a lot of times what I found, even with myself and my clients and, people come to my workshops, when it's too many things going on at one time, even though you're excited about this vision, you want to move forward with it, and then all of the fears that you have, fear of success and fear of failure, on top of that, it's like, well, where do I start? And sometimes you think you have to reach this larger goal. You have to get to this big thing that's on the other side, when really all you got to do is take one step forward. And because we don't look at the one step forward, we look at the larger thing, and then we let the fears take over. We don't take a step at all. And then you're not answering your call, and you look around and It's not happening. And then there's self-sabotage and there's all these things that happen and just end up in a spiral of it all. And I've been there. I'm not saying it's just based on, what I've learned from my clients, but I've been there and I go through cycles of it as well. But it's so important to be able to welcome y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm talking about why we aren't answering our calling. Because we all have a divine calling on our lives and we don't always listen to it. You may hear that calling on your life, but do you listen to it? Or you might turn to it a little bit and take a step and then you fall and then you just kind of, I'm not going to do that again. But you have to be able to know that fear is going to be a part of the process. Yes, when you're doing something that's beyond you, because I was talking to my coach the other day and she said, if your vision is not scaring you just a little bit, it is not big enough. So it's normal that your vision is going to scare you. It's normal that your calling is going to be scary. Yes, you're going to be afraid that you're going to fail. You're going to be afraid that it might just work. Those are normal things. And so being able to expect that, and it's going to require you to show up. It's going to require you to build up your confidence. It's going to require you to build up your courage. It's going to require you to get clear about what is the next step forward. Even if it's not how I'm going to reach the whole goal every step by step. Because really, life is about a journey. It's not just about the destination. It's about the journey you take to get there. It's about who you become in the process, right? Because yes, let's say you do fail. How are you going to handle the failure? Are you going to learn from the lessons that it comes to teach you? Are you going to be blessed by it or find a blessing in it? And are you going to use that information to help you move forward to the next step? Or are you just going to say, well, I failed and I ain't going to do nothing with it. But your calling is bigger than you. There are women or people, tribe, whoever you are here to serve and make a contribution to. They are here. They're waiting for you to say yes to your calling. It's bigger than you. It's not just about your fears. It's not just about the little limited girl that wants to keep you safe. You got to tell her, we got this. I know you're here to keep me safe, but I got this because this vision is bigger than you. It's bigger than you. And so yeah, I am so committed to supporting as many Black women as I can, and not only taking care of themselves by way of self-care and self-love, but again, answering their unique divine calling. Because we were all given something that we need to bring forth into the world. It don't matter how many people out there doing what you're doing. I make jewelry. I coach women, do workshops. Now, it don't matter who's out there doing what they doing. That's more power to it. This is a world of abundance, and it's still my divine calling. I'm answering my calling right now, being courageous enough to get on this live. It might seem easy, but I'm going to keep it real. It's not easy to get up on here and start talking and letting spirit move through you. Okay, but I have to trust that somebody needs to hear this message. Somebody is waiting for me to say yes. And I want to impact and support as many more women as I can, because that's what I think about. That's what brings me joy. That's what's been given to me. And so I have to push past the fear of my limited self that wants to keep me safe. No. We are all gifted and divine, and there's so much more for us to be, do, and have. And all you got to do is say yes. Say yes to your calling. And if you ain't there yet, get some support. And speaking of support, and that's what I do. So if you want some support with even just taking that next step, I'm inviting you to jump on a call with me for 30 minutes. Let me gift you with 30 minutes to really get clear about what are your next steps in your vision and your calling. What are those challenges that might get in the way? And what are some opportunities that you can access and resource so that you can answer your calling and your vision? And so you can click the link in my bio. I know it sounds all salesy or whatever, but click the link and put you on the calendar. And because you have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So I hope that this was helpful. If it was, I appreciate y'all. Let me come back and look at some of the comments because I always kind of not look at the comments. So let me see. Hey, Damali. Damali says, yes, it's about the journey. Leah says, damn, So true. Misha Party of 5. Can't nobody do it like you. Yes, that's right. Can't nobody do it like you, no matter what. I appreciate you. I needed to hear this. I'm so glad. I'm glad that this was helpful. Please like and comment. I'm going to post this on my page. Share it with somebody who you think might need to hear it. And again, I invite you to jump on a call. I would love to support you in your next steps in your journey because that's what my calling is. And I'm committed to saying yes. So have a beautiful rest of your Friday, ladies. Peace, love, and light.